Jose Mourinho's missed transfer targets, and 11 who have snubbed the Manchester United boss. Nobody go near Jose Mourinho right now. The Manchester United boss isn't in the happiest of moods as missed transfer targets this summer have left him lamenting the quality in his squad. Mourinho criticized his young players after they were on the receiving end of a 4-1 preseason hammering by Liverpool in Michigan on Saturday, and he's desperate to land one, possibly two more signings before the closure of the transfer window. But Mourinho being snubbed by players he wants to sign is hardly a new thing, as he's experienced it throughout his career. Here's an 11 who said no to the not-so-special one. Okay, so it's not a glamorous start, but Mourinho has been blessed to arrive at clubs with the likes of Petr Cech, Iker Casillas and David De Gea on the books in the past. But in 2013, then Norwich goalkeeper Ruddy rejected his advances after a £6 million move was made to try and make him Cech's understudy. In 2017, Ruddy told the Daily Express, "I had the chance to leave Norwich and go to Chelsea, in the summer of 2013, but at that time of my career, I was really happy at Norwich. I was playing week in, week out, I was involved in the England squad and I didn't feel there was any need for me to move. I thought my development was coming on well and I wasn't sure what the plan would have been for me at Chelsea or what the game time would have been like." Ahead of what would become his final season at Chelsea, Mourinho wanted to freshen up his defense with younger blood. His side aggressively targeted Everton's stones, only for the other Blues to continue to rebuff their advances. Then Everton boss Roberto Martinez told BBC Sport, "It is no good just to think that because you have a Champions League budget you're going to click your fingers and get anything you want. Clearly we don't work like that." In fairness, this wasn't really Mourinho's fault. When he arrived at United in the summer of 2016 the club weren't in the Champions League, and that was the key in them being rejected by Borussia Dortmund defender Hummels, who chose to join Bayern Munich. The Manchester Evening News quote him as saying, "There just was not that one English club where the overall package was fitting. The overall package means, a club which fascinates me, a club I have always wanted to join, and where the sporting constellation is right, and which of course plays Champions League football next season." And because of the latter one club was ruled out, and you can envision which club that was. Real Madrid defender and World Cup winner Varane is another who turned down United and their boss that very same summer, opting instead to stay at the club where he still is now. Again from the Manchester Evening News, Varane said, "It's flattering. Manchester United are a very big club. It's not easy to say no to Jose Mourinho." Kane was another player Mourinho missed out on that very same summer, with the French midfielder choosing a move to the Portuguese's former club Chelsea after he'd won the league with Leicester in remarkable circumstances. He later revealed that the United boss had been in touch with him, saying, via the Manchester Evening News, "It was amazing to have Mourinho call me. I listened to his arguments about why I should move to United." Gerrard says he turned down the chance to play for Mourinho 5 or 6 times during his career, preferring instead to stay with Liverpool on each occasion. The Reds icon was closest to moving to Mourinho's Chelsea teams, and told an event in Belfast last year, "It depends how close is. Of course there was a lot of speculation around 2004-2005. He tried to sign me probably about 5 or 6 times during my career. Twice at Chelsea, he tried to sign me at Inter Milan and for Real Madrid as well. I could have gone and played for him at different teams but I never did. This one could still happen, but for now Willian is resisting linking up with his former Chelsea boss at Old Trafford. It nearly happened last year though, as he told Goal.com, "He likes me a lot and I like him a lot as a coach and as a person. He has put his trust in me and in my work, and I was very grateful to him. Manchester came to me, they talked with my agent, but nothing happened, because Chelsea would not negotiate me in any way and I'm very happy at Chelsea." Mourinho called on Rooney to take a decisive step and try and force through his move from Manchester United to Chelsea in 2013, only for the United forward to stay at Old Trafford. After a goalless draw between the sides early in the 2013-14 season, The then Chelsea boss told The Guardian, "The person that started the story has to finish the story. A club like us, a manager like me, the people that work in the club with me. We are not silly to try to get a player from a big club that doesn't sell what they don't want to sell. We are not silly to try something if somebody didn't start it. So I think it is time for the good of everyone to finish the story. For one side, for the other side." The apple of many a United fan's eye last summer, Griezmann instead opted to stay with Atletico despite interest from Old Trafford. He insists that he didn't contact Mourinho to tell him directly that he was snubbing him though, telling 442, "It was my decision. I communicated it to the club. That's it. I have stayed mainly because of the transfer ban. Atletico needed me now more than ever and I felt I had to stay. It would be dirty to leave. I wouldn't have been myself, or the person that I feel I am today, if I had left this club in that way." For weeks last summer it had seemed as though Morata was destined for United, only for him to end up at Chelsea. Mourinho revealed his frustrations to The Independent. "The selling club is the one who puts the price on the player, the buying club doesn't. If a club want to buy our players, we set the price. Morata is a Real Madrid player. Madrid made a decision and we didn't reach an agreement with them. It is simple. It is a shame. He is a player who made it to the first team with me. We have a special liking for him, he is someone special. I enjoyed seeing his growth at Juventus and Madrid. It is like that. I don't think he can end with us. It's another one that could still happen of course, but the departures of Zinedine Zidane and Cristiano Ronaldo at the Bernabeu seem to make it much less likely." Last summer though, Mourinho revealed just how keen he was to sign the Welshman, telling The Guardian, "If he's not in the club's plans and what you are writing is true, that the arrival of another player than Gareth would be on his way out of Real Madrid, I would try to be waiting for him on the other side and be fighting with the other coaches who would like to have him on their team.